kill a big buck in Florida, you gotta earn him.
You gotta earn it. Work, work, work. This is why you hire a guide to do all your dirty work for you.
Oh, only happy to serve. So greetings and welcome to another segment of Wild Treasures of an Outdoorsman. My name is Peter Updike and I'm kicking around the house today and thought maybe I should get my tree stand out, my deer buggy, all my gear and tackle, and give it a good once over and see if there are any issues that I need to check or repair before I go on my first gun hunt coming up in a couple of days. So I thought I would let you in on my little setup. You know, more and more, our management areas are getting more and more crowded. There are a lot of users in our management areas. There are, of course, hikers and bird watchers and kayakers and motocross and ATVs and Jeep clubs, horse trails. The list goes on and on and on. Seems like there's more people in the woods as time goes by. And some of those management areas, it would be wise to know those areas that those folks use. Of course, they're entitled to use them, but we're hunting, and hunting is inherently dangerous. You don't want anybody in your zone, so we have to get creative to find new ways to get away from the mainstream crowd, get off in the woods by ourselves, get down in that swamp by ourselves, and sometimes it takes legwork. And I have come up with a process that works for me. I thought I'd share it with you. So the main item that I use to get away from the bulk of people, away from the road, away from the parking area, is my deer buggy. I'm going to show it to you here real quick. Now, I have my backpack and my binos on my archery stand. My archery stand is on the deer buggy, and yeah, I can load this thing down. Not to mention, when it comes time to take a deer to the tailgate, well, I've got a way to do it. And this deer buggy, my seat cushion, my safety harness, and as you can see, it's all strapped down with a couple of bungee cords. Now I'll be taking this stand off, and I'm going to be putting my rifle stand, my modern gun rifle hunting stand on it. But I just strap. You got to be careful because this thing has the tendency to make more noise than you really want. It's kind of an art form, right? Being able to manage all of this. But I just take my time, and I be really careful not to make a whole lot of noise. And yeah, the stand comes right off, just like that. And then I go over here and I get my other stand. Now I've got 2 lifting ropes on that stand. Typically what I like to do is I like to lift my rifle up and then lift my backpack up separate. Many times I'll have my backpack just leave it on the ground, especially with my archery stand, because my archery stand doesn't have enough room. Of course, you got your bow and everything up there with you, so yeah, it doesn't help me to have my backpack and all my gear in the stand with me. But with this stand I can do that. But I use 2 lift ropes, and my point is I lift my rifle separately, I tie my rifle, and I pull it up to me with the barrel aiming towards the ground, okay? And I never lift a loaded gun, all right? So I've got my API stand, and now here is the deer buggy in its rawest form. Let me get the straps off of it here. But I got extra straps should I need them. But typically all I need is just 2 straps to get the job done. And if I'm fortunate enough to kill a deer, well, I just kind of manipulate the deer through the tree stand. I put the tree stand on the buggy and then pull the deer up through the tree stand. And I've got a video where I did that with I've done that with a couple of deer. Sometimes it requires you to make 2 trips. You have to go back to the tree to get your stand. It's very difficult to take your stand back to the truck and the deer. But if you drive a long ways to go hunting, you know, and yeah, it can be an issue. So anyway, here's the buggy, and it's made out of 3/4 inch 16 gauge steel square tubing. And the wheels, I get the wheels at Tractor Supply, and just a little framework there and a handle, and you can push it either way. You can use it and push it like a shopping cart. It just rolls that easy. And there are a lot of places that you can use a deer buggy, and there's some places that you can't. Typically what I'll do is I'll use the deer buggy just to get away from the truck, get away from the mainstream, and find some back country that I can go hunt. And then once I get there, I'll leave my deer buggy, and then I'll carry my tree stand the last, 100 yards, 50 yards. Sometimes I got the deer buggy underneath the tree, and that's certainly all right. So yeah, I can work it this way. I've got a handle up here, and when I kill a deer, all I do is I just raise it up when I get to the truck, and I just put that right on the tailgate, and I lift it up, and I can slide the thing right in the truck. I never have to pick up a deer. He's on the deer buggy. I put the deer buggy on the tailgate, lift it up, slide it right on in. The wheels come up, boom, in it goes. And it's pretty good. And of course, this is the other end, and you can push it from this side as well, if you so choose. If you've got a deer on that end, you want to choose and roll it this way, you can. There are drawbacks to it. You cannot put an unlimited amount of pressure on this material. It will break. The wheels are expensive wheels. What's that mean? It means they're made in China, and they're basically junk, and they're like $35 a piece. The bearings on these are already gone. They make a little bit of rattle noise. Yeah, I don't know what the solution is for the wheels. What I'd really like to do is I would like to make this summer, after hunting season's over, spring gobbler season is over, I would like to make 5 of these deer buggies and make them available to subscribers that want one. I'm gonna have to charge cost, right? And cost, what's that mean? It means material, labor, wheels, overhead, whatever that comes to. I can tell you, I bought these wheels at Tractor Supply. They were like $28 a piece. So that's 56 bucks, and we ain't even done anything yet. So yeah, it's expensive, but I can tell you that I've had this deer buggy at least 10 years, and it has served me well. And I don't dread carrying my deer stand to the tree or wherever it is that I'm going, or if I shoot a deer, I don't dread getting him back to the truck. I work it out, I slip him up on this thing, and man, just, every 10 feet, you make another approach, and yeah, before you know it, you're back at the truck with your deer. So that's my deer buggy. And again, the tree stand, this is my rifle stand, and you just pick it right on up and put it right on the stand, right on the buggy, like so, and it goes on there, and you strap it down, and then I'll put my backpack, a safety harness. Sometimes I carry my backpack on my back, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just slip it inside here, and yeah, it works out real good. So yeah, after you strap that thing down, you're good to go. And yeah, see, it works well without even strapping it down. Just put it down right there. It's a good system, and This is my rifle. I was cleaning it. I don't like to have the gun chemicals inside the house, so I wanted to run a bore brush through my rifle, spray it down with some G96, clean it up a little bit. I shoot a Ruger Model 7, chambered in 7mm 08, and yeah, I like this rifle. It's a good gun, and it's fitted with a Tasco scope. I've killed a lot of deer with this rifle. And yeah, I was just, like I said, I was out here cleaning it, trying to getting everything ready. And then I got my ammunition pack. It goes in my backpack. I keep my rounds in there, keep my cartridges in there. And yeah, I got 8 rounds in here. So yeah, I really like the 7mm 08. It's actually a 308 neck down to 7mm, which gives it a little bit of flatter trajectory, and it's not a very large. I think it's a 140 grain bullet, not a real large bullet, but shot placement is everything, right? So that's it. That's clamming stand, deer buggy, rifle stand, rifle, backpack with all my gear, seat cushion, and yeah, don't go hunting without your safety harness. Wear your safety harness, get your lanyard. Yeah, take your time, do it right, and go home safe. Okay, so that's my deer buggy. If you're interested in a deer buggy, one like this one, yeah, we'll make them this summer after spring gobbler season. I'll make 5. I'll tell you how much they are. I'll sell them at cost. If you want one, yeah, they're a great asset. Long after how much you pay for it, right? Sure, I made it myself. I like making my own stuff because, yeah, it's kind of cool making your own stuff. But I think they're better than anything you can buy. Maybe not. These are the only ones I've ever owned. All right, thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.